wide variety of ways. From employees that bring their own device to work. Now we have a new pilot, and so the iPad, the iPhone, the Droid are a normal part of every employee's life. So more and more people use them for email, for social media, a wide variety of accessing of all types of data. We're also using mobility in a wide variety of new government applications. So everything from people making a reservation to the campground to a long list, hundreds of apps that you can actually do online with the state of Michigan. And a large percentage of those are available with mobile devices. How do I see it evolving? I think mobility is going to just be the future. I mean, a lot of people say, it's really about mobile and the cloud are the two major components out there today. And I'm in the security space, so I'd add a third piece to that triangle and maybe say security around those. But really, mobile and the cloud are the future. We have more apps. More of what we do will be moving from websites to mobile apps. And so I think people want to be able to access via their iPhone, their iPad, their Droid, their Microsoft or BlackBerry 10 device, whatever it is. They want to be able to get at the data and the access that they need. So I see that becoming more ubiquitous. I see security becoming continuing to be a key issue. So the identity relationship is going to be key. How do I gain access to that data? How do I know who you are? But once we've worked through those things with things like two-factor authentication, and as we do better with our national strategy and trusted identities in cyberspace, as we look at new types of developments in technology, I think mobile will be the future. And I think it's changing also by the fact that new devices are coming out all the time. Mobility, certainly in my experience, has been in the last few years a journey. From a cybersecurity perspective, the governor came in, our new Governor Snyder was elected. I think this happened in many state houses around the country, and their whole team came in using iPads. And they wanted to be able to, obviously run government from their iPad, but I mean, they really wanted that flexibility, that tablet device that can basically do just about anything. So I think initially there were a lot of concerns around the security and privacy around that, but more and more people are smaller mobile devices. People think we're heading to the Dick Tracy watch. I mean, it continues to evolve. And whether it be Apple, whether it be Google, Microsoft, whatever vendors. But I think transforming the way people do business, the way they access data 7/24, 365, the way that they expect their government to be available online, and that the way they want to interact with government on their own kind of self-service model, that I don't have to necessarily wait in line at a Secretary of State office, but that I can renew my driver's license with a mobile device. I think there's many current challenges with mobility, and I think the identity management one is certainly one of the biggest ones. We have a major contract RFP in Michigan around identity management and working with the national strategy. I think unfortunately right now I see a more proliferation, as people sign up for Facebook and all the different accounts they've got. You've got Google, you've got your Gmail, you've got all these different types of new social media apps coming out, and all the major vendors have their apps, and we could be leaving a comment at Washington Post or going to whatever it is, your airline flight. I'm going to get ready catching a flight here, your airline miles, and everyone's got different logins, different accounts, different usernames and passwords. So how do we bring that together in a much more easy to use, customer friendly way, and then maintain that security? So I think we're really working on that. I think we're going to be making progress on that, and we hope to be able to provide a My Pages in Michigan, a customer-centric portal that can authenticate people and gain access to the data that they need. One exciting thing is I just published a book called Bring Your Own Device to Work, Bring Your Own Device to Work. It's called BYOD for You. The letters BYOD, Bring Your Own Device, BYOD for You. And it's really written from a customer perspective. It's not, there are a lot of guides out there that really focused on the enterprise. They focused on how corporations or large governments can move to BYOD. This is really a customer perspective on BYOD. And the nice thing about it is it really gives kind of three options: gold, silver, and bronze. So the idea there is wherever you're at, a lot of people, maybe their company, private company, or their government doesn't offer that policy. Maybe they're in a small government, local government, but they still bring their own device to work. They use it. They do these kinds of things, all the way to the people that have full comprehensive policies and they get reimbursed for bringing their own device to work. And what can they do? What are practical tips? What are steps they can take to make it a more successful, enabling journey to help? I mean, my goal is to help. And to really, it's available at Amazon.com, and it's a very low price, $3.99. It's an easy guide to read, like 30 to 35 pages. It's not real hard, but I'm excited about that.